Okay, so last route I played Natsuki's route, and it's really not any different from what I played before. Like, literally, there's no difference, at all. So, I'm just gonna show the Yuri route instead, because, you know, there's no point in showing what's already been shown before, right? It's pointless filler. It's just a bunch of skipping anyways, no point. So, now for Yuri's route, it's a bit, you know, misfortune, that kind of words, I think. No, let's see. Anxiety, maybe? Yeah, like that. Aura. I'm gonna pick an aura. I just wanna pick that insight. Well, really anything I haven't already picked, I guess. Disaster. Isn't death? Yeah, death is Sayori's. Yeah. Or philosophy. Oh, that's Sayori. Existence? Yeah. Question. I wanna do sensation. Wait, sensation? Yeah. Electricity. Ooh, feel the spark. Daydream, whirlwind, papa, disoriented. Entropy. I want to do entropy. Entropy is so edgy. Yes. After image? I've been wanting to click after image for a long time. Yes. Fantasi. Oh, fantasy is actually Natsuki's. Whoopsie daisies. Feasible? Nope, that's Natsuki's. Clouds. Oh, that's Natsuki's too. Broken. No. Oh my god. Okay. Play. Uh-oh. That was awkward. There was literally no Yuri words. That was a shame. Inferno. Oof. Melancholy. Can't type today. Which one's Starscape? I've always wanted to. Yeah, and I can do it. I can do it. Yes. Contamination. I heard this one hers. Yes, it is. Oh, can I finally do suicide? Suicide? Oh, yeah, that's her name. How unrestrained. Oh. Go do graveyard. Yes. Disaster. Passion, sunny, mouse, marshmallow, cheer, flower, precious, judgment. Judgment. Oh, well, wrath, actually. Oh, that's also hers. I'm going for it. Family, cheeks, adventure, calm, pain, feather, joy, hop, secretive, nightgown. Secretive. Question, vanilla, philosophy, massacre. Don't need to look that up. Unending, dream, infinite, fear, unrequited, explode, skipping, memories, cage, embrace. Cage? Oh, yes. Together, depression, lazy. Oh, depression. Oh, that's Sayori. Yeah, that's what I thought. Empty? No, that's Sayori too. Okay, breathe is apparently hers too. Vivacious? Yes. Portrait. Destiny. To destiny. Frightening. Alone. Rain cloud. Rainbow. Incongruent. Yes. Bouncy. Sema. Rose. Aura. Smile. Agonizing. Imagination. Yes. Extreme. Playground. Heartbeat. Swimsuit. Yeah. Ah, darn it. I keep resetting it every time I do that, don't I? Ah, I just realized. It doesn't save my progress on it. Jeez. It's really hard to find Yuri words then, if that's the case. No, that's Sayori. Prayer? Oh, that's Sayori. Ah, Jesus. Give me such boring words. Jeez. Oh, whoops. Yes, I can finally pick determination. Yes, eternity. Landscape? Yeah. Melancholy. Cry? Oh, Sayori. Ah, that's what I thought. Heaven Sent? Yeah. Agonizing, uncontrollable. Extraordinary. Oh, that's Sayori. isn't he? I probably already did. Tears? Yeah, that's what I thought, Sayori. Meager. Forgive? Yeah, no, that's universe? So edgy. Okay, yes. Philosophy! Or whirlwind. I don't know. Oh, whirlwind's one. Well, I'm going philosophy anyway. Finally! I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a little bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. Oh, you bought it just for me. Think cool. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Yeah, whatever. Not important. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the book. Back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous eye-looking symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experimentation prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Melissa? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those kinds of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants it to be evil. That's because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I sit in the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me know if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book to start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Just a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she'd read from my book instead. So, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm's in the way, so instead I use my left hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the right side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my left arm, on the right side of the book. That way, when I turn the page, Yuri slides under her thumb after it, and flips to her side, after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. That's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses a lot of things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Melissa, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ooh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know your self-consciousness about that sort of thing. I guess I kind of more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. No, shit. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Alright, Yuri. You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a bit more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem? Yeah. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her own face. Ooh, she's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Also, huge compliment coming from you. This is my first time, actually. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Oh, well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Is that their specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Okay. Oh, same one. Oh, she enjoyed it. Good. She's gonna be like, I hate it. Melissa, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not good, very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We'll all start somewhere, right? You're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Blech. Painful to think about? Ooh, fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'd probably think it's stupid. Anyway, we've been through this before. Hi, Melissa. Having a good time? Yeah. Good to hear it. By the way, since you're doing anything, just tell me about the club activities, so I won't be afraid to listen. Don't be afraid to bring anything up. Or keep them I'm afraid things up. Nah. Sure you told me? Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, Melissa. We're all embarrassed today, you know? Let's start Barry. We don't get passion. That's true. I hand her poem. Great job, Melissa. I was gonna say, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I don't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, you always constantly put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that sort of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near a level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a long time before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love seeing you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Anyone else may be a bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. But so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Don't read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah. Skip this part. Got it. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean, though. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri won't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how... If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said the same thing, some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped and at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll spare me some from left and look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her own desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me right now. No, Yuri! How could anyone have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Melissa, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. Aw, thanks, friend. It's nothing. One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what kind of thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so I'm on the Yuri route. I'm gonna try to go for the Natsuki route, see what happens. Cause I heard something weird. I wanna see what happens if I try. Start. And waterfall. Stuck on the Natsuki. Are you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expect a lot less than what you showed me yesterday, that's all. I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, Don't get used to it. You always manage to write poems that's cute. I mean, well written. That's how it is. My poem is cute. Why are you smiling? I don't like cute things. Reading again, I decided it's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. It only impressed, girls who like these kind of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you can read mine now, right? Judging by my taste, you'll like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. How's it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Melissa. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. Thought so. I'm very happy for you. Don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri! I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried doing something in your style, I probably would have just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. Stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning out a bunch of different gears. Try to let your mind wander through your feelings, and write down things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader and see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's a very interesting technique. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I have, Well, an example of it if you'd like to read it. Of course. This is the poem you wrote for today. It was a little more daring than the one yesterday's. I can see that. Yeah. Oh, oops. Wait. I wanted to express these things I can usually express to myself. Heh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I may be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Alright, let's do this. Probably variance, right? Yeah, variance. Covet, electricity, disarray. Did I do disarray, right? Whatever. What's embrace? No, here, wait. No, bookmarks. Stop. Loud, kiss, fun, empty, loud, destiny, universe, landscape, lazy, despise. Feather, lucky, dazzle, papa, nibble, agonizing, unrestrained, unrequited, uncontrollable. Hope, party, bliss, sunny, rainbow, bouncy, candy, milk, cheeks, disaster. Fear, suicide, peaceful, socks, hair, shopping, shame, giggle, fireworks, jumper. Afterimage, tragedy, climax, atone, memories, atone. And not stone. How the heck did I write stone? Yeah, atone. Extreme, infallible. Yeah. Oh, how about time? I haven't done time yet, have I? Or captive. Ooh. Time it. Time. Yeah, time. Jump faster. Oh, yeah. Imagination, insight, passion. Actually, I haven't tried horror, have I? Disoriented, bad, summer, sensation, playground, incongruent, Valentine. Yeah, disoriented. Unending. Have we done infinite? Yeah. Lust. Oh my god, lust is it. Alright. Doing lust. Ambient noises. What's pleasure? Oh, pleasure's Yuri too. Let's do that because I haven't done it before and it's kind of cool. Raindrops, bubbles, anxiety, rose. Wonderful. I know explode is first. Okay. Explode it is. Boom diada. Capable. Yeah. Starscape, marriage, intellectual, comfort, peace, wrath, death. No, okay, death is death is Sayori's. I keep wanting to do that. What's comfort? Oh, it's Sayori's. I like Starscape a lot. Well, that's pretty edgy. Hurt. Well, I think Sayori's is hurt, actually. Like, it sounds really familiar. Vitality. Okay. Unstable. Misfortune, which is Sayori's, actually. Precious. Okay, no. Lipstick. No, lipstick's cute. Whisper's cute. Unstable. Okay, good. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't have any weird words that didn't match. It's still funny when it happens fast. It's like slap. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Huh? Where are you two off to? Or just, Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell there's something wrong with helping involve Melissa in club activities? Oh, sassy! Whoa, my mouth gaps. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Melissa. Ooh, sassafras. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Oh, that's true. Melissa, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Well, because you're not that bad. You didn't slap someone in the face or something, right? You start a fist fight. It's fine. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't hide them away. You can't always hide them away, but you always amplify the things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Melissa, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. Kind of feel awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Yeah, I did see her cutting her hands behind the water pitcher this time. Melissa, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. I like green tea, actually. And chrysanthemum tea. Stuff tastes good even without sugar in it. Well, very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Okay, true. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? I mean, it's your taste buds. I mean, you want it to taste good, alright? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and becomes measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood today. That's so. I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a lot of thinking. And I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, I guess. Anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Melissa. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Melissa, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with the back pressed against the wall than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? I always hunch over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why you should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I'll retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. And she must never know. Never know! I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Oh shit. Yuri sidles closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few moments, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I'll get smudges on the paper. Ah, you're right, and chocolate is a really pain to get off, especially when it's your fingerprint chocolate. It's gross. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Use tweezers. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have the harder time. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me if she needs to confirm what just happened. Melissa, so sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something friends do, right? Yeah, I mean, not really in this context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then, you don't need to stop or anything. Yeah, I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she really can't focus now. My heart's pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Getting a little spicy. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Just like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breaths on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jokes back. It's time to share poems! Melissa, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks! The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri puts the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up with so much there's a word between us. Awkward. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up later. Yeah, it's a little too embarrassing. Cringe. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like my poems? My edgy poem? Do you like it? It's got determination in it. Melissa, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Natsuki didn't help at all. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, she has no friends. Do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. Oh, hey! We get the second poem! The Raccoon. It happens in the dead of night. Oh, sorry. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Now I hope you're making some sandwiches. My attention was, well, or at least French toast or something. That would be good. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The breath, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and what does that say? An urge. Okay. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Interesting. Interesting. You know, if I'm thinking about the way of her cutting herself or something, you could think of the bread as her arm or something, and the raccoon like the feeling you get when you cut yourself. I don't know. I mean, she does say a rush of blood, or maybe she's just interested in feeding animals. I don't know. Or feeding people. Who knows? Feeding people a scrap of friendship. Who knows this? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a little bit more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's even supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's just those kind of things I'm usually forced to keep into myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. So why keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Melissa? Oh yeah, manga. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Melissa. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Never thought I'd feel comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I'm looking forward to it. It's just a nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Sayori. Well, sorry, skip that. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. And what do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother to try writing poems like this unless you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? Oh, what are you talking about? Keep your voice down! You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean that I mean... Ooh! Sounds like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shows the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you're over someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki isn't really the girl trying to impress in the first place. Yo, Monika! Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Take that. Oh, it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe someday you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't call him that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but I've been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a total different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monika kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space in the paper. Choosing where and how to space your poems. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines in short makes you feel like they're trying to speak over all the noise. I see. It's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes when asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you find yourself facing a difficult decision, when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind, and I should have known she was breaking the fourth wall at this point. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even typical writing? What am I even talking about? You're playing too many video games, Monika. You need to be stopped. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. Yeah. I'm not gonna read this. This is just, we've already seen this before. Okay, we've already seen this before. Let's say Yuri decided to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You can't put me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. Walk home with Yuri, huh? Why the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? There's nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. Well, maybe. But I like to think about it. She said, like, you won't need me anymore, right? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. No one in this club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Alright, let's do this. Dear. Oh, shoot. That was dark. Am I right? Nah. Hopeless. Who's hopeless? Oh, that's Sayori. Who's tenacious? Okay, Yuri. That's what I but what I expect, really. Meager. Fluffy, clumsy, color, diesel, dark, parfait, headphones, loud, misfortune, hair. Oh, I think these are all... Yes, the misfortune is Sayori's. Ah, darn it. Again! Oh, crimson. Can I finally use crimson? Yes, I can. Uh-oh. Again? Dang it. Why do you guys always have to pick the shitty words? I can't do this. You guys keep picking the wrong words. I can't exactly pick anything good, you know? Uncanny Valley. Suicide. Oh, oops. Darn it. That was my fault. Oh, that's Sayori's. Okay, I was curious. Who's Kabe? Oh, it's Yuri's. Oh, that's... Come forward, Sayori. Okay, good. Desire. Jeez. Variance! Oh, determination. Variance. Journey. Extreme! Oh, that is hers. Okay, cool. Lucky. Rainbow. Empty. Anger. That's... yes, I thought it was. Okay. Calm. Shiny? Who's shiny? It's Natsuki. Potrat. Oh, embrace. Ah, it's Sayori. Okay. Oh, Melody is Natsuki's. Oh, that's too bad. Disown. Oh, just gotta skip that. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glanced around the room. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything, but I could tell you wanted to be alone with your own thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How are you able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot. So wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In that case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it was unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings? Or perhaps I'm reading into it a little too much. Melissa, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what might be going on in her head. And she might not even know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it sounded like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious as she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I invert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone as honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? That's what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Melissa, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's one wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But it will improve so much thanks to you. You really are an example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioned that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you never shared it with anyone, ever even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? She has no friends. Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Unless during lunchtime I eat by myself. Hey, me too, actually. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. Hey, I get the feeling. Sometimes you just want to be left alone, you know? In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but I'm also just really alone. Books are just full of amazing and inspiring people. People you just want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. Or when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? Oh, not like people friends, I guess, but imaginary friends are cool too. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? Well, rude. I'm not a know-it-all, Melissa. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Melissa. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you always treat me like anyone else. So rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you like you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then, well, screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'd make friends. And I would say I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. Her head in her hands, not her heads. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost on the Light Tower Part 2! Hell yeah. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance... Oh. A blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obscuring the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. Light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Someone's getting spicy. Ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber. Aww, that's cute. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just really don't know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if we'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. She's like, oh shit, he knows. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. Not really good with words, but I'm happy you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we can keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Oh, she's smiling! It's cute! I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to! Once Yuri again Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. You know I'm not good with people, but I hope I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you're doing a good job. Thumbs up. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something. I'm not sure we can talk again later. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. To Sayori. It's Nice, I guess. Come on, I can tell you don't like it. Well, yeah. Natsuki's like, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! I'm Melissa. Have you ever thought about submitting... Yeah, okay. Sure. Your style's gone so refined, Melissa. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words this past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort in. You must really like her. And that's... that's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone, you know? Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, it would be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean like that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you... The me who is the most useless of all of them. Yeah, I'll probably be most useful about Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can tell you're about to say something mean. No, I'm just saying, ugh. So you're helping Yuri next then, Melissa? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these kind of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. It's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to hand the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it'd be fine. Okay, Jesus. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So was everything we needed? Is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Melissa? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. But you, Natsuki? Yeah. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Melissa picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I will do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're always trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki's the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words trying to cheer some up, cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone, which someone like Natsuki. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori, even if it didn't work properly. Always help without a smile. I know, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up the things. I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have a way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Alright, okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it would matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Melissa. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you didn't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's different to come up with any other reason you might have chosen me. It's because I like spending time with you, girl. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You want me to point out what you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots to the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she'd already told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously cannot wait. And here I shall save. Here I shall save. It's already Sunday. I've been increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, I've been texting occasionally. She was already extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't learned a thing about from Sayori since she left club earlier today. Okay, skip that. Yuri, thank goodness. You're a little early today. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Are you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna skip this because we've already done this before. Like, really, already done this before. Scares me every time, dang it! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I expressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. And why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Oh, I knew he was going to say that. Good. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like it had always had been, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. What if I That'd be like evil. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll have to carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life was worth more than hers. But I still couldn't have do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Alright, now I can.